Alright, so we have completed the first quest, and we need to talk to the prophet.
As I
Alright,
feared,
he gives us the sealed
I
urn,
cannot
1 skill
foresee
point,
that,
and
not
the soul
yet.
magic skill
But we
line,
will meet
which
again.
we are
There is
already
still-
using.
Be wary.
Okay.
You must find
So
your own path.
I'm going to go under here, and I'm going to show you the skill line, okay, what it is, okay. We've already put on the soul trap ability. It's actually already ready to level up. But we'll go ahead and leave it like that for now. I don't want to waste my skill points yet on any of that. Okay, so what this does is it lay claim to an enemy soul, dealing 6,102 magic damage or 7,104 physical damage over 10 seconds. Now my numbers are going to be different than yours because I already have my champion points. Your numbers will probably be quite a bit lower. Okay, but this is actually really good. Now, if I do morph this, okay, I'm not actually going to morph it just yet, but if I do morph this, okay, to consuming trap, what this one does is this one still does the damage. I believe it's slightly less damage. Let's see. Okay, if it's that, okay, that one will fill a soul gem. I never use the other one really. I always use consuming trap. This one damages them, but it also, when that one dies while it's still active, it also restores health, stamina, and magicka back to me. Okay, so at the beginning of the game, this is kind of an important one to have. It depends on your play style, but it's kind of important. I will take it off here eventually, but now that I've leveled up to the first level, I'm going to go ahead and just leave it there for now, because I need to fill up my bars with other things. Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to go do that. Oh, we also leveled up our game. Okay, we got a crown experience scroll and 3 soul gems. Good. So we also got a tribute point, so I'm putting mine in stamina as usual. Okay, so I'm going to go look at my inventory here, because I do know that we just also got a necklace, the Collar of Bones, from fighting the Child of Bones. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. Gives you a little more health than the sweet silver pendant that you originally get. And we also got some supplies here. Okay, a sealed urn. Okay, we're going to take all of these. Oh, we got a jack, which is training. Good. So we're going to take all of these here. And I'm going to go ahead and put on the jack, because that's a training one. Very important for the training. Okay. Now we're going to go out of here. Now you can start the quest here if you want. I'm going to skip it for now. I'm going to come back and do all these quests. I will eventually do them all, even though this is my 7th character. I will come back and do them. Alright, we need to go downstairs actually to get out, but that's okay. Now, the way shrine is over here. Zoom out. The way shrine is there, so I'm going to run over there. Now, there are some sky shards here. There is a sky shard like right here, and a sky shard, I believe, right here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick those up first. When I get to the sky shard, I will let you see exactly where it is. Alright, we are now getting close to the sky shard. Now, if you followed the tutorial on the quest, you should already know how to do this. Okay, block is your left trigger. Okay, your right trigger swings your weapon. Now that red stuff we see on the ground is AoE. You don't stand in it. Get out as soon as you can. Now to kill this guy, I'm gonna light attack, skill. Okay, block because he's gonna shoot again. Light attack, skill. Light attack, skill. Okay, we always want to put a light attack in before we do our skill. Alright, so we'll move on up here. Moving all the way to the top. Just keep going up and up and up. Okay. Gonna go up the stairs even again here. Oh, there's a guy here. Oh, no, these are good guys. other players. There's a lot of them here. Ah, there's a sky shard right here. So I am, as you can see on my map, right there. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, somebody's fighting with me here. Light attack. That was a heavy attack. Light attack. So we're gonna pick up the sky shard. Okay, now I'm gonna move over to the other one, to the other sky shard. Because by picking up 2, it's gonna give me a skill line or a skill point. We're gonna need all the skill points we can get at the beginning. Because doing crafting is really, it takes a lot of skill points. Now if you are a returning player and you're not going to do crafting, you've already got a crafter, you can kind of skip through this. Make sure we get a point to where we're going. You can run by most of these guys without having to fight everybody. Now you can fight them for the experience. There it is, there's the sky shard. Okay, where we are on the map. Right here, you can see where I am with the blue arrow. Okay, now there is another sky shard over here inside of this thing here, but you have to do a quest, and I'm not going to follow the quest for now. I want to get my other things done here. Now I believe that at level 6 you can start crafting jewelry. So we're going to go over and we're going to do the certification for jewelry. We just need to get to the way shrine here. And we're even going to start our first writs here. Okay. That was a fishing hole right here. I can see it because it's jumping around. Okay, so if I hold A down, it gives me the materials that we need. Okay, and so the materials that I have. So we are in a saltwater, so we can use fish roe or foul bait. So I select foul bait, and then I hit A again, and I fish. Now the more people there are fishing on a hole, the better it is because you get higher quality fish. Alright, reel it in, and I got the fish. Alright, so now that I got the fish, what do I do with it? It's in my bag, it's in my inventory. Slottable items. Okay, so what do I do with that? Well, I just get over it, and I use it, and he takes care of it. Now I got a fish in my inventory for crafting, and sometimes you will get a perfect roe. Perfect roe is used for recipes, and they are very hard to come by. Rune stones. Always collect them when you see them. You need to get a lot of them. Okay, the 2 rune stones we got. Ta is our level, and Denny is for creating stamina, max stamina gear. Or max stamina rune stone, sorry. Okay, so we are going to go to a place where we can pick up. Let's see, we need to go to a place where we can pick up, because I don't want to run all the way across from here to here. So we're going to go back over here to Davin's Watch. Alright, so I'm back at Davin's Watch. I'm going to go back to the port over here, and we need to find the one that takes us to Gold Coast, to Summerset, okay? I guess her name's Cirelda, so we're gonna go find her. Okay, if you can see on my map, you see the blue icons up at the very top, the blue arrows. Okay, those are right here on these boards. Okay, after we did our crafting writs, we can now, after we did our crafting certification, we can now do them, our crafting writs, start those. But I'm gonna go get my jewelry first, and then we'll go through the crafting writs, and I'll explain some of the materials that we get back from them. And that way you've got them and you know what you do with them. Now you need to do the crafting writs every day because you get materials that you need. Some very expensive materials also. If not, you have to buy them in the guild store, and they can be very, very expensive. But if you do crafting writs on a daily basis, it's not a problem. Okay, so we're going to talk to this lady right here. Okay, in your port, in your city.
I'll soon be heading back to my homeland
She's
of
going to be there
Summerset.
too.
Very good.
All right, so if you don't have the Summerset chapter, I believe you do though, most people do. I apologize, you're going to have to watch me for a minute here. So I need to get up here, so I'm going to have to ride my horse all the way up there. It'll take a couple seconds, probably a minute or so. Alright, as usual, pick up the way shrines as you go. Alright, we are in Eleanor. Okay. This is a busy city also. As you can see, I keep leveling up items because they're on my front bar. If they were on my back bar, they wouldn't level up quite as fast.
Well met, friend.
But due to the fact I only have one bar at the time. Okay, so we're going to get the way shrine first thing. So we don't have to ride all over this
The
again.
Office of Divine Prosecution seeks deputy.
There we go. Alright, so right here in this area, in every major city, you will have your guild traders. Okay, so these are all guild traders here that you can see. Every major city has them. You just got to find out exactly where they are. And there are some guild traders that are out in the wild. Usually they're not the high level guilds. The high level guilds you're going to find usually in Wayrest, Grotwood, or Mournhold. There's another group of high level in Ralka. Those are usually where you're going to find your high level guilds. Okay, so how do we join a guild? Okay, well, you're going to hit your start. You're going to scroll down to social. Scroll down to guilds. Okay, and I'm already part of 5 guilds. Okay, so I can't really show you how to do this completely, but it's very simple. Go to Guild Finder. You hit select. Okay, browse guilds. Okay, what are you going to do? Are you going to do more trading, PvE, role-playing, PvP questing? Well, what I would do is most guilds are multiple things. Okay, so if you go under crafting, they're probably going to do more than just crafting. They're probably going to also do group PvE, stuff like that. So if I look at my guilds, okay, this one, like here, we do anything such as PvE, PvP, trading, and anything else. Okay, down at the bottom, you can see it. Okay, 4 square traders. Okay, this is what they do. Okay, so this is social participating. So each guild kind of does their own thing, but most of them do stuff. Now there are specific guilds that do specific things. So if you're going to do group PvE and you do dungeons, or not dungeons, but trials, those guilds are kind of hard to get into sometimes. Because you might need to be a certain level and a certain skill level to be able to get in and do that stuff. But most of them, they'll let you in no problem as long as they're not full. So just select one. So group PvE, let's do that. Okay, and these are all the guilds that you can join. Okay, so what you do is you select one that you want. Okay, so I'll just pick one. Okay, this is a new guild here. You want to kind of get a guild with a lot of members in it. At least one guild. If you're going to join 5, you could get a smaller guild to help build it up. But you want to get into a guild that has a high number of people because you want to sell items. You want to make money in the game. So there was a guild up here I seen, 483. So I hit A to see what it is. Okay, this gives me all the information about the guild. And then I hit A again to apply to the guild. Now it won't let me do that because I'm already part of 5 guilds. But it'll bring you to a screen similar to this, and you can type in your message and then you hit accept. Now if you're going to apply to 5 guilds, what I would do is come out here to this application message, type in what you want, then hit accept, and then once you go to apply the guild, you can select to use that message specifically. Okay, so once you become part of a guild, you can start selling items. So if I come over here to this guy, he's not my guy, I can't sell here. But if I hit right at my right button on the top, I'll be able to sell if this was my guild. Okay, but right now I can buy anything from the guild that I want. So if I wanted to buy a weapon from this, a one-handed weapon from this guild, I could buy a one-handed weapon if I wanted from this guild. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to do my crafting certification. These guys here are daily quests. You can come back every single day and they'll have a quest for you.
These reports.
So I want to
will
do
be
my
the death of me.
jewelry certification here. I'm going to come to this guy right here.
I see.
Okay.
Let's get.
Now I've got to go pick
There
up
should-
some dust. It's just right outside the gate. And this one works just like any other certification.
I shall. Now that you have. Deconstruction and. Your bed, most certain. You are now free to.
Alright, so I have now become a jewelry crafter. And now I am ready to do some crafting writs. Okay, so you come to the board. Consumable crafting writs are going to be your provisioner, enchanter, and alchemists. So we're going to select all these. Then the next one here. These are going to be your cloth, blacksmith, woodworking, and jewelry. Okay, so we're going to come over here. I need to craft 3 pewter rings for my jewelry crafting writ. Okay, so to find out exactly what I need to do, I'm going to hit start, journal, quests. Okay, and by scrolling down I can see each thing that I need to make. Okay, now I can also hit my right D-pad and that'll scroll through what I need to do. Okay, so here I'm going to craft 3 rings. So I'm going to do creation. Now I'm going to hold down my X button and get 3. So I don't have to hit the X button 3 times. Now he created that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do these. I will fast forward the video so that you don't have to go all the way through.
I'm from Dagger.
Okay, so I run into a problem here. I don't have enough cash to buy the chicken breast. Alright, so
I'm still getting
I'm
used.
pretty sure I don't, because I just used it all. Now I gotta go back to the chef and find out what it costs. It's probably gonna be around 270 gold, but that's not really important, because what I can do is if I take
You would
my
challenge me to a duel.
items that I
How
crafted, due to the fact that I have no cash, no gold, sorry, if I go and turn my items in here, okay, so all the writs that I already did, it says deliver to the nearest quartermaster. Okay, so the nearest quartermaster right here, okay, so if I deliver them right down here, I'm going to get gold. Okay, I'm going to get materials and gold. So we're going to place them in, and then we're going to go down and complete the quest. Place them in, complete the quest. Place them in there, complete the quest, complete the quest, complete the quest, and I believe that's only one. Okay, I still got to do the alchemist writ, not a problem. But we're going to come over here, because the chef is, where's the chef? There he is. So we got to go back to where we were. But now I have enough gold. I just got enough gold. Okay, I just got 1,090 gold by turning in those writs. I had no gold originally after I bought the thing. After I bought the, can I buy it here? The pack merchant? No. Okay, I had no gold after buying the recipe from the brewer. Alright, I believe the chef is up here. There he is. Okay, and I need chicken breast. Yeah, 270 gold. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and buy that. Okay, now if you look at the bottom on the left hand of the screen, you'll see repair all. Okay, this will, he can repair my gear for me right here. So if I look at my gear, we'll come back to that. Okay, I just bought the recipe. So I'm gonna go over here to the fire. Oh, I gotta activate it first. Inventory, supplies, I gotta learn it. Chicken breast. Okay, so I just learned how to make chicken breast. Go to the cooking fire and create the chicken breast. Now, if you don't have the chicken breast or the materials that you need to create recipes, you gotta find them. Okay, you just gotta go around killing animals and stuff like that. Chicken breast is poultry, so you gotta find these big birds that you can kill. They're kind of all over the place. Or you can buy it from a guild store. Any guild store will probably have it. You just go to that, like we've seen in the other one, go to the guild store, and you can do it. Okay, so if you don't have materials, you gotta find them. Okay, so we need to create a sip of magicka. Okay, and I believe a sip of magicka is going to be this one and this one. If I remember right, yep. Okay, so we will go now drop these two off. Now you can steal supplies also. You just gotta take them and convert them from a stolen item to a item that you can use. So we're gonna put those in. Okay, so now we've got lots of new materials. I just made 436 gold, so I recovered the cost of my recipes. Okay, so if I go in my inventory, supplies, into my alchemist here, okay, it just gave me materials that I can use for crafting. Okay, so I'm going to take all of those. Blacksmith, same thing. It's giving me materials. Now, oh, there's a blacksmithing survey in Oregon. That's actually really good. It gave me an iron cursus. so I can deconstruct that one because it's, I'll explain that one. Now we got a shipment of cloth. Okay, we got a trifling glyph of health recovery. Jewelry crafting here, good. We've got lots of stuff here that we can use that will help us out. There's lots of things. Okay, jute. Okay, and now we can actually create some items. Some much needed items. Okay, so now we're going to go in here, we're going to deconstruct some stuff. Alright, so I can come over here to this one and do extraction. Okay, I have lots of stuff to extract here because I have other characters. So I'm going to go ahead and extract all these just by selecting them. You're going to see my level go up pretty quick with this. Okay, now your level obviously won't go up that quick because you're only going to be extracting one thing. Okay, so now under jewelry crafting, I do know that we can research some stuff because we have the jewelry. We already got some jewelry that we can use. In my bag, we have the necklace, the original necklace that we got, the silver sweet pendant. We can research that. Researching means that we can make something out of that later on. Okay, so under jewelry, I scroll down to research, and I scroll down to the one that I can actually select, and we're going to go ahead and research it. There we go. Now, if I come back to my deconstruction, I have this purple necklace from another character that was put in there. The higher the level, the bigger the experience. So if I select this one and I hit deconstruct, okay, it gave me a lot. Now this one here is an intricate. This one will give you increased inspiration gained from deconstructing this item by 300% and gain additional refined material upon deconstructing this item. So we're going to go ahead and deconstruct that one. There we go. It gave us 3 pewter ounces, so we can now make jewelry. Okay. And come over here, do the same thing. Okay, anything that you can deconstruct or research, we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to scroll over and see if there's anything I can research. Let's see what this one is here. Okay. Now, what do we want to research first? Okay, when we come down to researching, there's a few things that we want to research first. When you're a new player, you want to research training first. Training is the most important one first because training is going to give you the extra experience that you need. If you recall, under my inventory, I have a jack on, if I remember right. Okay, that is training. It gives me 7%. So if I have my head, shoulders is not listed here yet, but there would be shoulders, chest, waist, legs, and feet. Okay, if I have all of these, and hands also, so head, shoulders, waist, legs, feet, and hands, 6 times 7 is 30%. That gives me a 30% increase in experience points. Okay, so we want to learn those first. We want to learn training first. Then after that, after you learn training, you're going to probably do divines if you're going to be a damage dealer or a healer. If you're probably going to be a tank, you'll probably want to do sturdy and reinforced on your first ones. And if you're going to play only PvP, you probably want to do impenetrable, those after training. Okay, so training should be your first priority. So we're going to go ahead and do this one. Now I created this item with another character so I can start researching the trait. Okay, so he's researching that trait. So I have 5 hours till I have to wait and I can come and do another one. That's another clothing. So we'll come over here. Let me see if I can deconstruct something first. Get it out of my bag, save some space. Okay, so I have a lot of stuff in my bank that I deposited earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct all this. Okay, I can deconstruct this one and I can deconstruct that one. Okay, so the higher the level, remember this green one will give me more experience than these lower levels. Okay, so deconstruct that one. So I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct this one here also. Okay, that one gives me a high level. Okay, now all these white ones here I created earlier. with another character so that I can come in and learn the training so I can create my own gear, training gear. Let's run over here. We'll do the same thing in woodworking. Okay. So I'm going to deconstruct everything that I can. And I'm going to research this maple shield. Okay, it's training. Okay, and weapons, we're going to deconstruct some more. Okay, all these ones are in my bag. I'm not carrying all these around. And they're red. The item is red on the left because I can't use that. If you read it, it says damage 1108, level 50. Okay, CP 160. I can't even put this on my body yet until I get to level 50. And I have a champion points of 160. Okay, so that's going to be a while before I can use that. Now, due to the fact that I have another character, I'm already a CP 810. So as soon as I hit level 50, I'll be able to use that. So we're going to go ahead and deconstruct the ones that I selected. Alright, and we're going to come over here, do the same thing here. Okay. I can deconstruct more than... Okay, there we go. So now I have all these items that I can research to make it a little bit faster. And I believe that's it. So now, in our skill lines, we do not have any of our armor set skill lines. So how do I do that? Okay, you will find items throughout the game so that you put them on as you go, but you have got to have at least 3 items on of an armor. Okay, of an armor in order for it to activate the skill line. So I'm gonna make a cursus. I'm gonna craft this. Due to the fact that I don't have any traits learned, it's just going to be a regular one. It's just going to be regular armor. There'll be nothing special about it. I'm going to do a cursus, sabatons, and a gauntlet. Okay, and I'm going to go in my inventory, and I'm going to put those on. Okay, gauntlets and sabatons. There we go. Now you can see skill line gain. So now if I go under my skill line here, in my skills, where is it? Heavy armor. I now have the skill line for heavy armor. Okay, so now I don't need to leave all this on. I can deconstruct it as needed. So I'm going to come over here. We're going to come back and deconstruct a few other things here. We're going to do the clothing line also. Okay, we need to do light armor. So I'm going to go ahead and create something new. We'll just do the exact same thing. So I'm going to do a robe, shoes, and gloves. Okay, so I'm going to put those on also. Now you don't have to build it like I'm doing it. You can do it as you go through the game. It's just a little bit quicker here. Those on and put this on, and there we go. Now I got my light armor skill line. So if I go under skills, I have my light armor skill line started. Okay, so now I need to do my medium armor, and I'm going to actually leave the medium armor on because I need this, and I did have something that was already training. I believe it was the chest. Okay, I did have a chest that was already there. Okay, so I have a training chest. Legs, I thought I had a training also. Okay, so I have leg guards. So I need to create a waist, hands, feet, shoulders, and head. So we're going to do... Okay, bracers. Helm, shoulder, and belt. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put these on. Gonna put that one on. Okay, so I gained my medium armor skill line. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this one on. Now we definitely want to leave one of each on. Okay, so I have on my head, okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medium. Okay, and my hands I'm going to leave as the gloves, and my feet I'm going to put on the sabatons. Okay, because I have to have them on my body in order to raise the skill line. Okay, so all the other items that I'm not using, I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct. Did I research here? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct the ones that I'm not using. Should be up here at the top. Okay, there we go. Okay, run around the corner here. Alright, so we're deconstructing. Select the items I don't need. Deconstruct. Make sure I research anything that can be researched. Okay. Now, the researching times will change as you level up your skill line. So if I go under my skills and I go under, let's say blacksmithing, okay. Metal extraction, okay, so starting from the top, they're almost all pretty much the same. So you don't really have to worry about, they're slightly different, but they're the same. Metalworking, this gives me stronger items that I can use. Keen eye, this is very important. This will allow you to see the materials that you need to collect to craft. Okay, so if you can at least get one of these, you'll be able to see the materials. Now it is easier to do this at night than it is during the day. You can see them a little bit better. Miner hireling, this actually will bring you materials in your mail every day. Metal extraction, when you deconstruct an item, this will give you better materials back. Okay, so it probably give you more. So if I could only get 2 things out, maybe I'll get 3 now. Okay, metallurgy reduces the research times by 5% and allows you to research 2 items at once. This is important because if I can only research 1 at a time, it's going to take me forever. By the time you get to level 4, you'll be able to research 3 items, and the maximum I think is 21 days, I think it is. So that's important to get, because right now I think the maximum is about 30-something days. Temper expertise, increase the chance of improving items with tempers. So that takes you from your blue, green, blue, gold, purple, and gold. So when you upgrade your items. Okay, so it's not important on your items right now to use that stuff. So right now we're going to get skill points into other things. If you follow other guides online, they're basing theirs just on the fact that you're going to be fighting all the time. That's what they're going to base. I'm basing it on crafting and doing everything. So we're going to try to do the best we can to get the most materials we can so that we can upgrade the crafting also. So I need to craft a couple things here. I need to craft some weapons. Okay, I need to craft an axe because I want to open my my dual wield skill line and my sword and board skill line. Okay, so I need to craft an axe, and I'm going to also craft a dagger. Okay, so I'm going to put these on. So I'm going to go to inventory, main hand, I'm going to put my axe, and my offhand I'm going to put my dagger. Okay, so now the first thing that I go kill, it will give me that skill line. So I'm going to come over here to the woodworking station. Oh, I need to craft a sword first. Maybe I already have a sword in my bag. Let's see. Dagger. No, I don't have a sword yet. I do, but that's a 2-handed melee sword. I need a 1-handed sword. So I'm going to create it. That's a great sword. There's a regular sword. I'm going to craft that one. Okay. I'm going to come over here and we're going to craft a shield. Okay, so as soon as you get the materials to do this stuff, if you don't find some out in the wild already, but I want to level up my skill lines as soon as possible. I want to get these started and get them done. Okay, so I need to go find something to kill here. We'll run out here on this area down here. I believe I seen some animals here a couple minutes ago. Yep, there's a deer. So we're going to go ahead and kill this guy. There we go. Gain skill line, dual wield. So now if I go under my skills, sorry about that, I will see the dual wield skill line. Okay, right here. Okay, I can't put any skill points in it yet, but probably the next time I put an animal or I put something in, I will be able to do this. So I'm going to do the same thing. Let's go find something else to kill here. Always pick it up. That gave me game, which is part of recipes. So create. See if killing this guy will give me a... I think I got to kill something a little more important. There should be some wolves or something down here. So it gives me the skill line. Let's see what we can find. There's a dire wolf. Is that a dire wolf? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we increased our skill line. So I'm going to go under my skills. And this is one of the skill lines I want to level up. So I'm going to select Flurry. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. And it automatically put it in for me. Okay, but I don't like it in that position. So I'm going to move him around. Okay, so I want to still keep all of these. I want the Flurry to be at the very front. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to take Lava Whip and put it here in B. Flurry's going to go in A. And then, what am I missing here? Stone Fist is going to be my left button. Okay, there we go. So I still have one of each of the skill lines on there. Okay, so now I'm going to take and I'm going to swap out my weapons. So my main hand I'm going to put on the sword. On my offhand I'm going to put the shield. Okay, and find something else I can kill. There's another one. So remember, light attack, skill. Light attack, skill. Okay, so light armor is also increased. Now it should have given me the skill line here, hopefully. Yeah, one-handed and shield. So now I'm going to put one in puncture, a skill point, and I'm going to put that on my right button. So I'm going to assign that and take out the soul trap. Now we assign that. Now I have my main 5 skill lines that I'm going to be using all on the bar, and they're all ready to be leveled up. All right, so now I'm going to trade back my weapons because this is going to be on my back bar when it's time. So we're going to trade out my weapons. I want to put my sword, my axe on my front, and my dagger there. Okay, there we go. Now I'm ready to level up my skill lines. So now that gave me some really good skills. Okay, much faster. Alright, there's an item there. So look for this. This is cornflower. This is used for crafting. Alright, so now we've got all of our skill lines going started. So what do I need to do now? Well, now we can start doing quests. We can start looking for sky shards, whatever have you. What I want to do is I want to run these quests. So mine's the soul shriven quests, whatever they're called. So I need to get to the harbourage. Now the reason I run these quests, even as I come back and I've played the game many, many times, each one I run, it gives me a skill point. So I believe there's like 6, 7, 8 quests. That gives me like 8 skill points. And if you just sit down and focus, you can do it in 2 or 3 hours. So you get lots of skill points. Now if you do, there are some other places that do that also. If you do the regular skill line, or regular questing, each area gives you a certain amount of skill points. Okay, so it's usually like 4 or 5 skill points, maybe even less for each area. Okay, I believe for the main base game, there's around 48 skill points that you can get. Okay, but there are some regions that give more. So this region right here will give you 6 skill points in just a matter of a couple hours, just like the running the very first quest that we get. You have to run Northern Elsewhere, and I believe you get 3 skill points for that. And then if you come down here and do this one, start in this one here, you'll get like 6 skill points, and then immediately after you start another line for another island out here that'll give you 2 or 3 more skill points. So you will gain a lot of skill points, and just literally in 6 to 8 hours you will get like 15 skill points. That doesn't include any sky shards you get. That doesn't include leveling up. As you level up, you get 64 skill points, I believe it is, something like that. So run these ones and you'll level up at the same time, so you get a lot of skill points quickly. So I'm going to go back and do the quest that's on my screen here. So I'm going to go under Journal, Quests, the Harbourage. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Harbourage. Okay, so where is the Harbourage? In each faction, it's in a different place. So for my faction, it is, not going to see it here on the map, I don't believe, not until I get there, but it's about right here. Okay, if you're in the Daggerfall Covenant, it is, I believe, about right here. And if you're Aldemir Dominion, it is over here on the side, about right here somewhere. So you go there and you'll start doing the quests. And that's what you need to do to start getting points quickly, and you will level up very fast. So I'm going to go over here and do that. Alright, so we are back in my faction. So what I'm going to do is, I do know that there are some sky shards right here around me, so I can get some more. If you look online, you will find sky shard maps everywhere. So on my map here, if I look at my map, I know that there is a sky shard about right here, and there is also another sky shard right back here. To find out how many sky shards you have, or how many more you need, we'll say, to get a skill point, is in this screen here. So I go Start, Skills, and if you look up at the top, it says Sky Shards 0 of 3. So I'm going to go pick up these Sky Shards, and I will meet you at the Harbourage. Hey guys, if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video.